Alright, so I've got this pretty well shook up. I don't have my mask on yet, so you can hear me right now, but it'll get muffled in a second. What I'm going to do on this helmet is I want to make overlapping coats, and I want to lay it on so it looks, so we're getting all the spray. I'm going to hold my spray can because of the relative humidity and temperature here, even though it's December. In Kauai, it's still pretty warm. It's shorts and shirt sleeves weather. Humidity is but the further away I get here, it tends to seem to splatter and tends to create more of an issue with like the sandpaper. That was my primary issue. I tried to go further away. I tried to cover it up. It's been easier just to work in open air at night. It's been pretty less windy the last couple days, especially. And then I'm going to overlapping. I want to make it look wet so it can sit there. Some people are going to do lighter coats. The coats that have been really helpful for me is to make sure it's wet. We're not talking heavy coats. We're talking where it has a sheen to it. It won't look perfectly sheeny because I have a lot of layers on there, and it'll eventually dry to be a little bit shinier. So I'm going to work around, then I'm going to come around this side, do the same thing. Idea is to keep going, spray, 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 and you'll see not ending in the middle, not trying to do a wavy thing, do complete coats, and then work my way back around to the corners and then back up. So. No. For the first time in my painting, I seem to have water that seemed to gather right here on the edges, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. I haven't had that issue the entire time. It's definitely troubling. I'm going to try to paint the rest of it and leave this area alone, and then deal with it in a second, because I'm not sure what else to do there. So you can see there's a little bit of water droplets. I'm not sure where those came from, if it's condensation. Could be this guy, I don't know. It's really weird. There's a few drops here and some drops here. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to let it dry. I may have to go back in there and hit those, and maybe I'll have to paint that section one more time. It's a bummer. I've had really good luck to this point. It might just also sit there and then bubble out, and I might be able to buff it out. Maybe it'll pop. Try to put paint everywhere else. There's a little bit of splatter here up on the top from sort of an aborted run. But overall, I'm okay with that coat overall. It's not going to look super shiny at this point. It just never does, and then when it dries, it seems to this paint, for whatever reason, it gets a little shinier. We'll still be able to come back in and buff it. If I need to clean that out, I'll have to clean it out. I can't do a lot about it. It seems to be right on these edges. I've had pretty good luck so far, so I guess having one thing go kind of upside down at this point is not too bad. Alright. Yeah. Very careful, I'll start doing drips.